Hello. So, as you all know, we have a Sebastian event going on, and I did a video about this one the other day, but somebody in the comments actually asked if Sebastian was worth having. I'm like, yeah, he's worth having. He's literally the best hero in the game, but it's been a while since I've done like a specific video about Sebastian. I did touch on him in my top 5 best heroes video because he is in that video because he is the best hero in the game, and I'll probably link that at the end of this one, but Sebastian is absolutely worth having. I mean, it's hard to overstate how good Sebastian is. Like, his ability here, Ode to Serenity, is quite literally the defining ability of the metagame. Like, this is, if you're playing Guild War, you're playing Clash of Worlds, you're playing arena fights, or whatever, like, Ode to Serenity is like the meta defining ability of the game. Like, every team is either using Ode to Serenity to protect them against control effects, or they're trying to do something to overwhelm Sebastian's overload so they can push control effects through. Like, it's pretty much like that is the defining ability of the metagame. It's by far the best ability in the game. It's hard to overstate like how good this is. It might not sound like much when you read the description. It just says removes all debuffs from the allied team and conjure shield that prevents debuffs from being applied for 15 times, right? Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is absolutely game changing. And this combined with his public idol ability allows him to start with energy. When the fight starts, this allows him to ult faster and get this protection up soon as possible. But like, the reason you want Sebastian is like, control heroes will literally walk over you if you don't have him. So let's just put out a team. Let's use, let's see. Where's Jorgen? Like, Jorgen was like kind of like the ego, was literally the best hero in the game before Sebastian came around. Like, Sebastian shut down Jorgen pretty hard. But it's like, so you don't see Jorgen near as much as you used to. He used to be like ubiquitous because he literally was the best hero in the game. But like, let's set up a defense team like this with no Sebastian, and this also this be a good example of why you need to have Sebastian. So this actually is a pretty good team. You'd see teams like this a lot before Sebastian was around. Well, you wouldn't see Axlax wasn't around yet. Pets weren't even around yet. But like, let's go with like a, well, bring Arachne here. We're only gonna put Maya in here because we won't need said Maya. We won't even necessarily need Maya to wreck this team. But we will put Sebastian on our own team to protect against Jorgen. This is just to kind of show you what we can do here. We will put Celeste here. And da, da, da. Here we go. We could put Satori here since they aren't using Sebastian. Satori will actually be really good versus Aurora. Like I said, it's the other reason you want Sebastian, but why? This is why I said, because Sebastian protects against Satori's Fox marks, protects against Arachne stunts, and the team on defense is gonna get absolutely walked over. See all these marks? These are from Satori, because every time she gains bonus energy, Satori gets extra marks here. And now Satori's gonna ult and absolutely destroy her. See, she's dead. My Aurora died from the stuff here, but we got stuns here. And Celeste can actually proc. Like I said, Celeste is probably not the best one to demonstrate, but see how they're stunned? Okay, now Celeste's stunned. Like that, you have most teams stunned. Okay, now they're all stunned, right? And they're just getting absolutely walked over by Arachne. That Satori's doing a lot of things because Sebastian around and block all those Foxfire marks. Just his team ended up just totally walking over them. Like I said, Satori does a lot of damage there. Arachne, like, it gets to stun them and stuff. Like, it just, right, as I said, this was said, no, we run the same line, but instead of Jorgen, we're going to use Sebastian. Just to show you, like, the difference here. Everything else will be the same, but we're going to use Sebastian instead of Jorgen. Like, this is why you need to have, that's why Sebastian's, like, the best defensive hero in the game. And then we will run same heroes. Sebastian. Like I said, we didn't said, I should have mentioned, like I said, my Sebastian protected me against Jorgen in the last fight. Like, we never had the energy drain problems that you would normally get from him. Celeste, and then Arachne. Okay, so this is the same team, but so instead of having Yorgan, they have Sebastian. So see all these Foxfire marks? They're gonna disappear once Sebastian Ode's trying to see. They're gone, and now literally look. So Tori's ult literally did nothing. No damage was done by Tori's ult because Ode Serenity protects him. Arachne's using her drone strikes. No stuns are happening. They're not getting stunned because Ode Serenity is protecting them from the stuns. Like Satori's ult, there it goes again. No damage, does nothing. And my team is literally getting absolutely destroyed by Ode Serenity, like being completely different outcome. That said, that's because we lose to Sebastian. Sebastian only did 96,000 damage on his own, but he's the one who wrecked us. Right? That's the power of Sebastian in PvP fights. Like he is, like I said, literally the best hero in the game. And we haven't even talked about his other abilities. Like, and that's just Ode to Serenity plus Public Idol. His Battle Song and his Striking Solo are also really good abilities. So Battle Song increases the critical hit chance of all allies that have the stat for 5 seconds. This increased by 131%. This is a lot better than it looks on paper because his artifact weapon buffs buffs critical hits. So he actually does give critical hit to all of his allies with his artifact when he ults with Ode to Serenity. He'll give them all a critical hit, and then he buffs this an extra 131%. So it's like instead of like right, well, so if you max it out, it'll be 13,900 something. It'll be 13,941 if you max it out. But then you can add an extra now multiply 13,941 by 131%. Ends up getting, you get almost like 25,000 critical hit chance. Like your critical hit stat, like so your chance of critical hits will be over 50%. It'll be really high chance. Then when a hero crits, he has a chance of doing pure damage. That's even more damage than the crit. So if the hero does 100,000 damage crits, he'll do 134,000 damage pure damage. And this could be a lot of damage in some teams. Like, if you do, like said, I mean, even PvP, you could do like an Ishmael team or something, like, and he'll do a lot of damage in those teams. See if we can find something that's suitable. Okay, we'll try this one here with that Ishmael line. Ishmael. Where's Nebula? Oh, Thea's usually pretty good. Nebula. Okay, so we'll try something like this. And this, like I said, Sebastian did almost no damage in those magic teams. But in a team like this that has it's built around Ishmael doing damage, probably see quite a bit of damage here. You see that pure damage number? That's from Sebastian. Boom. There you go. A lot of pure damage there. So it's this one, right? So look at that. Sebastian did over 2 million damage in this on this fight because he was piggybacking off all those Ishmael crits, right? So this ends up being a lot of damage. Huge contrast to like the mage fights where Sebastian did almost no damage, literally no damage. Did only 96,000 here. Like in a mage team, he does no damage, but he's still absolutely invaluable because of Ode to Serenity. But in a physical team, he can be a top damage dealer. And this is also really relevant in like guild raids. Like if you ever fought Osh the Eternal Keeper, you probably know about the Stone Cold line, right? Stone Cold is these 5 heroes here. Isaac, Jew, Nebula, Sebastian, Martha. And if you look at the stuff here, look at Sebastian did 134 million damage in this fight here against the 160 Osh. Like he's literally top DPS in this team. Like if you go look at some of these other players who also use the line, like top one here, again, he used the same Stone Cold line. 180 million damage from Sebastian. Like that's the kind of damage Sebastian can do. Just like I said, this is what his battle song does. Massive amounts of pure damage, literally like the best DPS in the game if you put him in the right team. Like, so he's just absolutely good on both ends. In PvE content, he's must have. In PvP content, he's must have. Like it cannot overstate like how important he is. Like he is the must-have hero. He protects you from all the stage effects, all the silence from like Isaac, from Thea, from like, protects you from York, it protects you against Satori. Like it just, not having Sebastian just makes this game so much harder. Like it's like playing this game without Sebastian, like playing this game on the hardest difficulty. I mean, it's hard to overstate just how good and important he is. Like, I mean, if you don't have Sebastian yet, please do yourself a favor, take advantage of this event, try to get some Sebastian souls so you can get him. I mean, he's worth getting. You absolutely want to have him. Not too much more to say on this one. If you missed my video about the top 5 best heroes, you can find that one down below. And as always, thank you for watching.